Oh my gosh, wait. I just realised we're not going to be doing it on a microphone.
And finally, they had to inspire the people of Edinburgh.
I believe I can, I believe I will, I believe I know.
We're all in this together. Once we know that we are, we're all stars.
There's no doubt Hazel and Quincy have proven their leadership qualities, and whoever wins will get to meet the Prime Minister, Gordon Brown.
I really, really want to win this competition. I've done so much. I'm so passionate about winning it, and I feel like I could actually make a difference.
It would mean so much to me to win this show because I've actually achieved all the tasks and pressure that we've been put under, and to win would just be fantastic because I know that I can change Britain.
Masses of young people from throughout the country have descended on Parliament. They'll vote on Hazel and Quincy's manifesto of 3 serious policies and 1 fun policy. Normally, you can't vote until you're 18, so today is a unique opportunity. And Hazel and Quincy's families have been given pride of place for the proceedings.
Our first candidate is Hazel, and here's a little bit more about her.
I'm Hazel, I'm 14 and I'm from Hampshire. One of my favourite hobbies is dancing. I love doing it and it's really fun to just let yourself go. La 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 la.
I think Hazel should win because she's a great leader.
My unique selling point as a leader would be that I'm really confident and I'm ready to listen to every single person's opinion, no matter what it is.
Hazel is a born leader. Even since we were really young, she's tried to organise my life, and I'm the older sister.
If I had £1 million, I would give all my family a bit of my money, and then I would give some to charity, and I would put away some for university, and then I also would go on a bit of a shopping spree.
Vote for Hazel.
Vote for Hazel. She's a very determined girl and can always be relied upon to get the job done.
Vote for Hazel! Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Hazel. Now, our second candidate is a young man called Quincy. And here's a little bit more about him.
Hi, my name is Quincy. I'm 14 years old. I was born in Sweden, but now I live in England, and I just love basketball. Obviously, basketball is my #1 passion, but I also do really love playing the piano.
I think that Quincy should win because he's smart, intelligent and a born leader.
Well, as a leader, I believe that we need to be sharp. Whoa, looking good. Like in the blazer. You walk into a room with a suit, you think, this guy knows what he's talking about.
He's been in the school council for 6 consecutive years, and people generally have confidence in him.
If I had £1 million, well, that's a lot of money, so I'd have to use it wisely. So I'd give some of it to charities, specifically children in need. But of course, I'd give some to myself, new clothes, and some bling. Like this, except with real diamonds.
Vote for Quincy!
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Quincy.
They're smiling now, but both Hazel and Quincy had to come through really fierce opposition to get this far. Now, the time comes for them to put forward their 4 big ideas that would make, in their view, Britain a better place for young people and therefore for everyone else as well. First of all, Hazel, you've got 2 minutes to come here and put forward your manifesto.
Hey guys, I'm Hazel. With your help, I'm going to change Britain for you. Now, why do children start smoking? There's one main reason: appearing cool like an adult. Now is the time for us to change this. I would start a TV campaign showing smoking as an old person's habit. Spluttering, yellow hands, totally uncool and repulsive. Together, we could save 450 children a day taking up smoking. Now for another issue. We all want to have fun on the streets, right? OK, imagine. I'm a car at 40 miles per hour. Bam, I hit you. Only 3 of you would live. Now I'm a car at 20 miles per hour. Bam, I hit you. 97 of you would live. My plan is to cut speed to 20 around schools and everywhere children like us live. My next issue is bullying. Every 7 seconds in Britain, someone is bullied. What if we had a different school just for bullies, so they could change their behaviour, so in just 1 year, it turns a bad guy into a good guy? Now, here's a fun thing. Let's have 1 day a year where we swap places with the teachers, see how they like to be told off for a change. And finally, guys, please can everyone stand up? With my policies and all your support and ideas, we can make all that happen. Everyone in the audience, please stand together with me, rise to the challenge, and we will soar into the future with a new, better Britain for us kids. Vote for Hazel.
So, Hazel would launch an anti-smoking campaign, bring in a 20-mile speed limit, create schools for bullies, and have a swap with your teacher day.
Quincy, now it's your turn to make your pitch for leader with your manifesto.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow pupils, do you get fed up with the bad press young people get? I know I do. Therefore, my first policy is the Youth Award Scheme. This seeks to recognise and accredit young people's educational and extracurricular achievements at school by encouraging them to take responsibility in selecting, planning and leading activities that are based on their interests. This in itself is highly motivating and would keep young people off the streets, but the sense of achievement when they gain that youth award will be the icing on the cake. The leap from primary to secondary school can be daunting. Therefore, my second policy is the Gateway, good approach to education. I propose youth classes to help pupils know what to expect. Topics could include healthy living, making a positive contribution to your community, and being a strong enough person to avoid drugs, crime and bullying. My third policy is called the Greenway. This is a system that records the amount of materials recycled by students. The school that recycles the most would receive learning resources from the local council. Finally, for my fun policy, wouldn't it be great to eat in class? Wouldn't you love a bit more bite while you write? Nibble and scribble might just be right. I believe in hard work and perseverance. We are the next generation. If you like what I stand for, let me be the voice of young people of Britain. Vote for Quincy. Thank you.
So, Quincy would create a youth award scheme, introduce Gateway youth classes, give rewards for recycling, and have a nibble and scribble at school day.
You all have now got to make your decision. But before you make the decision, your chance to raise any of the issues that they have raised, to test them and see which you like best. Who wants to come in on this, first of all?
This is for Hazel. Don't you think that putting bullies in several schools is a bit hard?
Because what I was going to do is, in the separate school, they won't be treated like prisoners or anything. They'd be treated really fairly and nicely, and they'd be given, like, extra counselling, and they'd be given a really nice time in there to try and, like, solve their problem.
Yes, right here on the left at the front, Jack.
Quincy, I like the idea of the food in class.
Yeah.
But if one day they can't do it, isn't it going to cause disruption and people are going to be demanding that they want food, or they're not going to learn? How are you going to...
Well, actually, because I said it's just a trial, once we know that children can cope, like eating in class, then we will know if we can do it again.
With the striped T-shirt, black and grey, down towards the end.
Above the smoking one, why would this smoking campaign of yours do what the others haven't done?
Well, instead of sort of saying, like, stop smoking to children, because obviously that never works, because it hasn't worked at the moment, we're, like, trying to change the image of smoking, so put it into children's heads that it's totally uncool to smoke. and it's like an old person's habit, so it's like totally uncool and like repulsive. And if that image is everywhere, then hopefully it will stop children.